Morning, everyone. Today I've got a helper with me. We're going to be out getting the rest of this main line and our home woods hooked up. We replaced these laterals, so we're going to put new saddles on, get rid of the old ones. Some of those are pretty corded up. The squirrels have gnawed on a bunch of them. We got a little bit of a squirrel problem around here. We'll get that done. I've got her home today, so I might as well get something done where I can't be in the big woods today. It is snowing, so we do need to go get fuel for the tractor later today too, because we may have to push a little snow around. Are you catching snow on your tongue?
Yeah.
Snowflakes?
Yeah.
So I think I've got everything I need. I've got tubing to make the loop that goes from the splice around to the saddle. I got my drill to drill in on the new ones that we're putting in. Tubing tool, my tapping belt. I've got my saddles in there, and then the ladder because some of them are up in the air a little bit. So you ready, Brookie?
Yeah.
We'll go put some tubing up. All right. So where it comes off, the lateral, we got to hook in. Cut our piece. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my saddle on first so that I don't have to be in there with all my hands and everything in the way. Line it up, and it'll slide right in. Now we come over the top, hook on, line it up, and slide that on. Now we just need to drill the hole. So they make fancy tools for drilling through main line. I just use a drill with a bit that's got a sleeve on it to stop it so that it can't go all the way into the pipe. It saves money, and it's one less tool I've got to carry around. So these gaskets, this is the leader system. These gaskets actually have the hole that goes in them and then a sleeve that drops down. And what happens is when you put it into the pipe, when the saddle goes in, that orifice actually pushes the outside of that gasket into the wall of the pipe, so it seals it around the hole as well as on top of it. So take and then you just work it in, come underneath, and hook it. And now we're hooked in. So what I do to keep these from jumping off is I put a wire tie right next to it, and then I put one over the lateral where it comes in, just so that can't come unhooked and pull on that saddle. And that's all we have to do to splice in our laterals. We've probably got 30 or 40 to do today. This is one that, this was where a lateral line came in before on old pipe, and this is the old saddle. Now we're going to replace the saddle because it's got the bacteria in it, and if we cut that off with a knife, we can do it, but there's a chance for a leak to come in, and we're trying to keep our vacuum levels up high, so we're just going to replace it. You're not doing this every year, so what? Yeah, it seems like you're wasting money because it's still good, but it'll pay dividends because we won't be chasing as many leaks. So on this one, we just need our saddle, hook it in with our gasket. And now wire ties. So here's a line that I ended up rerouting as things changed in the woods and I relaid out my tubing system. It's got these stupid slide connectors on it. Them aren't worth a hill of beans anyways. They slip. But now I've got a hole in my pipe. So rather than taking and putting a splice in with a stainless steel splice in my main line, I'm going to use an end hook for a plug that's going to plug that off so that I don't have to worry about it leaking there. There, and now that's plugged off. And I don't have to worry about that one anymore. Squirrels may get on it at some point and I'll have to do something different, but for this year, for 29 cents, I've got it cleaned out and I'm good to go. So this is a case that's a little bit different. I'm gonna leave this saddle on here this time, as well as this piece of pipe. This saddle last year, the squirrel chewed the top of it off, so I had to replace it. And when I did it, I replaced the loop and all and hooked it onto the old pipe. So this year, when I ran my new lateral coming in here, I'm gonna take and I'm just gonna cut this off and just splice it onto there because it's new pipe and your old pipe. This won't make a huge difference and that saddle's almost brand new. So here's the case. This is that same one we were just working on that the squirrel chewed the top of it off. Right here, the squirrels have gnawed a hole right into the pipe. I don't think it's quite into it, but they've gnawed into it pretty good. I'm gonna leave it, see what happens, but that's one I've got to pay attention to just in case. Yeah, I'm playing this now? Yeah. What are you gonna do with that? So I just finished hooking up this one. This is home number 3. All our lines are numbered. That way when the guys are wondering where I'm at in the woods, or if we've got a leak, I can say I'm on home 3 at the end of it, and they can come right to me and bring me parts, stuff like that. So we use tags that similar to like a cow's ear tag and write them with a Sharpie. So this is our home wood. So this is home 3 is this main. I ran out of some fittings. I need some more saddles. So I gotta go up in the house, but my new tubing tool, I upgraded from just a manual one to the automatic, but it's sticking and I'm not really a big fan of it. So I'm gonna go up to the house, see if I can tinker on that thing, get it back in shape, and then grab some more saddles, and Brooke and I will be down here to. Hey, you have fun? So I went up to the house and thought I'd fix my tubing tool. Put some lubricant in the jaws. I thought I had that part loosened up. Kind of, that's gonna need some more work. I think there's too much paint in it. But then I found another spot that right in here, when you flip the jaws up, it comes up with force and it throws it out, and it's jumping out of the spot. They've got a little stopper down in there, but that little stopper's not long enough, I think. So I don't know. I've just been taking it easy, but this thing's turned into a real pain. I may go back to my other one just until I'm done fighting with this thing. But I'm almost done here. Brooke's ready for lunch here pretty quick. So I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 more to do. So 20 minutes, I should be done. So Brooke and I have got all these hooked up now. There was probably 30 that I had to hook up. Some of them had the old pipe on, some were new holes as I rerouted a lot of this pipe coming in here. This is gonna make this woods a lot more productive now with new pipe, so we should see an increase there as well. What are we gonna have when we go inside?
Hot chocolate.
She wants hot chocolate on a snowy day. I'm game. We'll probably make grilled cheese too. Boom. And a shot. Careful, it's hot.
Chocolate.
Who's back?
That's my